monsters. So, for those of you that watched my very first, how to make a latex mold to make plaster of Paris skulls. Here was the completed mold. One note, when I released the mold in the video, it was still really thin. So, as long as it's within 24 hours, you can go ahead and, what I did was I put the mold back onto the skull, and then I continued to do more layers. I think I did about almost another 10 layers. Not necessarily with the cheesecloth. I think I did about 4 more layers with the cheesecloth, and then I did about 6 or 7 just latex on top of that. And this thing is plenty thick now to hold the mold. So basically this one is going to be, I put some great stuff on here in the eyes to keep those things solid. I was thinking about making a cast for this whole thing, but anyway, so what we're going to do now is do the plaster of Paris. So plaster of Paris is super easy to use. You just add water. It sets in 20 to 30 minutes, can be painted. So basically, right here it says, add 2 parts plaster to 1 part cold water. So 2 parts plaster to 1 part water. Now, when you do that, if it's not the correct consistency, you can always add more water. If you add too much water, just add some more plaster. So it's really easy to mix. Find yourself a mixing bowl that, it's okay to mess up. But this stuff does clean out pretty good. But I'm just going to use this mixing bowl. Get you a spoon, something to mix with, some plaster, and some water. So let's go ahead and mix. That's okay. Can you go find me some tape? I need it. I think it's in the garage in that big tub. In the kitchen? What are you doing? Once you have the plaster inside, it'll start to harden pretty fast. You basically will shake it around like this until you coat the entire inside. I've found that it basically, for me to have a skull that feels sturdy enough that it's not going to break, I will let this first layer dry, and then I'll do another layer, a couple of layers in there to make sure this thing is really good and solid. A lot of the tutorials that I've read don't really say anything about doing more than 1 plaster pour inside. If they are doing 1 pour, they just are being able to mix it better than me, but I've tried a few different mixtures, and it's either too thin to coat the inside or too thick to move around. So work with it. Take your time. It'll work out in the end. Just keep trying. and you'll get some good looking skulls out of this. Okay, I'm gonna show you taking this thing out. Before you actually pour the plaster, I didn't show you guys this. I duct taped the where the crack is. I'll duct tape that up. So you just go ahead and pull that off. I didn't do a second pour. Normally I would do another pour in here to get it all covered up, but I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this thing out of here and show you guys. And there it is. The skull. Bam. Like I said, the back is not complete. I would normally do another pour. But I like when some of them are broken like that and not all the way complete. Here are some other ones that I've done. If you pour just into the front of the mold, let me get this thing turned back inside out. So if you just pour it down into the face, you can do these flat ones that can go up against the wall. While it's still wet, you can put something in there that'll hook, so you can do it like a wall hanger. I haven't finished painting this one yet. I just did it black. This one I painted black and then did a cream coat over the top. Same thing, same paint job here as here, but this is a full skull. This is the one that I just pulled out, and then here's one that I put latex on, liquid latex, to do like a corpse look. I kind of smashed the inside, the side of it in, and then I stained it over the top. So you can do tons of different things with these, and that's just a few. On thecreepyhousenextdoor.com, he shows you versions that he has done. He did like a crispy burnt skull, a classic skull, a few different versions, so you can look at that and look at his. And it's just endless on what you can do on these skulls. So give it a shot. Once you make your latex mold, I mean, you could use this thing for a long time, and you could just start mass producing these guys. Seems like this plaster here that I got from Michael's, this tub here was about $9, $10. You can get a huge bag of it at Home Depot for, seems like I got I can't remember how much the bag was that I got at Home Depot. About $15. I mean, you could probably get quite a few skulls out of it, especially if you're doing something like this. I've been meaning to do some where I just pour into the side of the mold to do like a profile of some skulls. I mean, you could just do all different versions, and you could almost create, some kind of crazy wall with skulls all different directions in it. So give it a shot. Totally easy to do. A lot of fun. And good luck with your project.